Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Hi. Well, one of the things that just never seems to actually lay down. I keep putting it to bed, getting it out of the way, and it just comes up again. And that is best summed up by one of the emails, I believe, where the lady said, "I see that you are arranging for old foreigners to meet Filipina women, and I'm wondering why that is and what's in it for you." Well, you couldn't get it more wrong, because that's not what you're seeing at all. We're not trying excuse me, we're not trying to hook up old foreigners. It just works out that whoever comes as a guest whoever has come as a guest in the past has either stayed with us or arranged to meet us, and we have a video about that right now that's just been out, that's trying to correct that situation so that we don't have unexpected visitors just turn up at the door with their suitcase and arranging for the next couple of months of their lives. We're not doing that anymore. Now, there have been another couple of comments about that. Somebody thought that I was the reason that I, whereas actually it's Beth and I, the reason that we had put a stop to that and said no more on that, of people just turning up at the door on motorcycles with who knows what agenda, says, oh, well, the reason that you've blocked that is because you're insecure about guys. Obviously he's implying that everybody that comes here is so much more handsome and attractive and appealing than I am, that I'm in terror that my wife is going to run off with somebody. Yeah, right. And so I immediately assumed that anybody that is that open about an insult is laying in wait to do something bad. So he's gone. But somebody else more politely said, "What? So why is that? Why are you doing that? And what's in it for you?" Well, my immediate response to that was, actually, we're not doing that. As I said, we get people come and they visit, and Beth always wants to know the romantic angle. So we've had any number of single guys come here who are in a various states of being single, wanting to be single, resisting being single, denying being single, that it's an immediate, it's an absolute storehouse of material for Beth to start asking questions, which you will have seen that she does. Now, that's not something that I immediately want to ask guys that they want to do or don't want to do, but we've had some very funny guys who were so very adamant that they were not here looking for a relationship. And the way that it's turned out, at least 2 or 3 have actually found happiness with a lovely lady, and it's just happened that way. Okay, so one that you may remember if you go back a little while is Tracy. We called Tracy our Aussie explorer because he lived in a very elaborate travelling setup with a huge truck that had every conceivable luxury aboard. I'm sure that he won't mind me saying this. It had solar panels, washing machine, dishwasher, well, maybe not the dishwasher, but a washer, a dryer, and it actually, when he first did the trailer, he made it so that it would take a car, but then he found a caravan which had everything, so now he travels around like that. And he was quite adamant, I am happily single. and then he went to Dumaketti and found a lovely lady, and so his single life is history. Now, the next one that came in was Dwayne, who absolutely, Dwayne was, if anything, had more than enough of the married life, and had suffered some. And then he met someone who could heal his heart, and that happened in a flash when he went to church with us on the Sunday, and he saw lovely May, and the rest is history. They are now happily married, and he's going to be returning from his Arctic. He was the Arctic explorer. He actually had a job in the Arctic. So the lady that asked the question said that I've noticed. Well, you didn't notice that. What you noticed was some chance happenings between people who apparently were ready to meet and were destined to meet. I still am a believer in saying that there is that destiny is involved in people meeting. I do think that for all the strange happenings that brought Beth and I together, it had to be, in my mind, you'll think of it for yourself, it had to be divine intervention, because everything happened in a series of stops and starts and losses and loses and things going wrong that brought us together in that exact moment, and I think that that's what happens. Now, the reason that I brought all of this up is because I just had an email from a friend who is also a blogger, and he's moved to Vietnam, and he's there in Vietnam. He's getting settled in, and I think so far he really likes it. Well, he actually wrote, and I would have thought that he would know that we were not involved in setting people up, but he said, now he said, I have a lovely lady that I know that is looking for a good, decent man. Now, I'm not going to get myself in even more trouble by publishing a photo of this lady, but that she is looking. She has 2 young children. She is lovely, and wants a decent guy. Now, that's all I'm going to say, and I'm not trying. That's incidental to why I'm talking about this in the first place, because it's not what we're doing. It's not anything that we're interested in doing. In fact, we can't. I have so many still continuing. I have so many lovely ladies who keep asking me if I can find them there forever, and I have to write back to each and every one of them with the same answer, and that is no. We're not set up to do this, so we really can't. And then I make a suggestion about, if you just look in the comments, and even this is kind of messed up now, because the comments are on and then they're off and then they're back on and then they're not on, and it's just a mess until it's sorted out. Well, if people in the past that have been long-time supporters and subscribers of our channel have told me that they have met within the comments of our videos. So a video goes up, this is how it works, I believe. A video goes up and it's about something, about a particular subject, and then a subscriber makes a comment on that in a way that reveals the kind of person that she or he is. And somebody looking on obviously looks at that comment and thinks, why can't I meet someone who would make such a comment? And after a couple of comments by this person, the unknown person thinks, I'll just comment on that comment. And that is the start. That is the seed. It's the seed that brings them both together. And then eventually a couple of little private notes, and they're talking and exchanging. Well, I guess they're having video talks. So it can happen. But it's not something that we deliberately set out to do. And I have to tell you that again. Look in the comments. Look in Beth's, look in any good feel good site or channel such as they are, will have comments there which will possibly lead you to the one you will eventually love. So that's all I wanted to say. It's gone on longer than I thought, but then isn't that me? Thanks for looking in. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines.